What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Days like today is why we love Marvel Rivals. Season 5, the anniversary season of this game. Can't believe it's been a year. Insanity is live, essentially, or about to be, and we have the roadmap of what is going to come in probably one of the most jam-packed season yet. We had to sit down 20 minutes on a dev vision with Guang, and I gotta say, looking at him in the chair is great, but having shots of Soju with him in person, even better. Time of my life there in Atlanta, and while I was there, if you can't tell, sound a little bit off, I picked up some other souvenirs. I got COVID, the flu, and like 20 other variants of who knows what. But we're here, cannot miss today, so we're going to break down all the need-to-know stuff of what is going to take us to 2026 and beyond. Let's break all the need-to-know stuff down. All right, so we kick things off with by far the biggest announcement and probably the biggest characters to join the cast of Rivals thus far, Gambit and Rogue. And the theme of the season, love is a battlefield. And if you know the song, what's up, 80s babies? And if you don't, I don't know, 6, 7, whatever the kids are doing nowadays. Let's talk about it. Rogue, we have no idea what she's going to be. She'll be the second hero that comes out. I mean, to me, she looks a little bit, got that Emma build a little bit, so I don't want to say Vanguard is looking like that a little bit, but honestly could be strategist, could be duelist. We'll have to find out. But with Gambit is a strategist, which is so perfect for the poker player this guy is, right? Throwing the cards and all. A lot of people thought maybe Gambit would be a duelist, but all I know is by far one of the most badass heroes in Marvel is joining the cast via a strategist. Now, he can heal, he can cleanse debuffs, but he can also throw down knockbacks and has anti-heal. They describe him being able to throw his cards and have his staff, so you're going to be able to really utilize all the things that make Gambit, and really, ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself, and if that's not the old line, we're going to write. Now, they don't go into too much detail about Gambit. They do explain that he's an agile hero, and again, he can swap between the staff and the cards. My guess is he's going to be very complex and one of the hardest strategists to play, but he's going to reward you with a very high skill ceiling. His ultimate is going to help jump abilities and boost damage from what we can break down of what Guang said. And overall, I think he's going to be a pretty badass hero. I mean, it's tough to make Gambit not cool, and Rivals always cook, so I expect this guy to be a lot of fun. And we do get a little bit of cool Easter eggs in the MVP, in the cards that, Remy is throwing up. But also, all you X-Men fans, we get Mr. Sinister there, Bishop, as well as plenty of, the ones we have in the game already, Wolverine, White Queen, and more. Just cool attention to detail here, and definitely love the style that they gave Gambit. I think the skins are going to just be out of this world. Guys, next up, let's talk about the brand new mode, Annihilation Mode. It is an 18 versus 18. I'm not even kidding you. Imagine the ultimates just, hey, rest in peace to the graphic cards right now. Listen, Rivals wanted to give us a playground of destruction. Now we have it. 18 versus 18 is coming later this month. So we'll have to just see what endless content that's going to provide. But I got to say, tip of the cap to the team. I love that they're just giving us access to play with these badass Marvel kits that they've put together. We saw that with zombies. We've seen that time and time again, that people, we love the 6v6, but people just want to play, have a good time, and jump into Rivals, maybe not take it so seriously. 18 versus 18 is a good way to get things started. And if you want to even take it a level down from there, we also have a new non-combat mode coming. Now, they said they're addressing this because I don't know if you've been in a Doom match before. You walk on in and nobody's fighting. There's like Luna's DJing. There's a Spider-Man hanging from the ceiling. And then you decide to kill someone and they all just snowball on you and you die. That's a thing. It's happened to me. Maybe it's happened to you. Well, they've noticed that and they're now making this lobby full of 100 players big in Times Square. I think this thing is going to be packed with Easter eggs. They're going to host a lot of events here. And there's going to be a lot of cool things that they can do with this space. And so if you played Fortnite, other games, it's going to be that in Rivals just to hang out, socialize, or emote, or whatever you want to do. But I myself, I'll be kind of dissecting it for Easter eggs and look around what Times Square in the Rivals universe will have to offer. Again, both these will be coming. Super excited to see what this entails. All right, guys, next up we have new team-ups and shocking breakups. These are the new team-ups for the season. And, typically when you look at these team-ups, sometimes they look really cool, but are the heroes played together? That's what we're going to highlight here today. First up, guys, for you alpha, beta players that love Magneto's sword, that they got rid of it in season, I think, 1, right? It was the first team-up removed there. It's coming back, but it's Gambit and Magneto. Gambit is the anchor. It's explosive entanglement. This is going to make Magneto's primary attack, I believe, turn it into kinetic swords that he can throw, and they explode on impact. And they also have a delayed second hit that is also going to have a knockback. And obviously, Gambit's going to be played all the time. Magneto is played plenty, and so this will come at a cost. We'll get to in a moment, but a very good team up, I think, coming Magneto's direction. Next up, guys, we have the Sword of Duality. Cloak and Dagger are going to be the anchor of this team up with Hawkeye, and they're going to give his katana energy of light and darkness. The light is going to be able to, when he slashes people back, heal allies, and the darkness is going to be able to damage enemies and apply an anti-heal. So between Gambit, Hawkeye, even more anti-heal within the game. On top of that, I do think this one won't be played all too much. Hawkeye's, kind of been on the downturn. Cloak and Dagger, though, anytime you get a strategist with a team up, very nice, because obviously they're very important to games and we see them a good amount. Now, lastly, we have Blade of Khonshu. Yeah, with Moon Knight and Blade, this is so badass. I don't know how much these two are played together, but Blade is going to get in his dash and slash kind of these crescent darts that bounce between opponents when he is slashing. And so you slow this footage down. Looks absolutely sick. Definitely gonna be a cool one coming to the game. Again, don't think it's gonna be like meta defining, but definitely could make Blade a lot better. Now, one thing that's good about this is Moon Knight, I believe, is the anchor of this, and so he should be getting a buff, just having that seasonal bonus that they do get from having team up abilities. But let's talk about the shocking breakups. The team-ups that are removed. Typically, these are the team-ups that are not really used. People won't miss too much. I do think that Lunar Force will be missed a little bit beyond Moon Knight mains. Your little cloud of protection that you get, or for Blade as well. Cloak and Dagger was that team-up anchor for that, and now that is going to be gone from the game. So no more of those kind of cloak of invisibility with the light passive healing. Moon Knight taking a little bit of hit from that if he's trying to play off into the shadows. I do have bad news. They are removing, in a quick moment of silence for this, Operation Microchip. Team up you guys probably never saw, probably never even knew about. It's between Punisher and Black Widow. So for the 5 of you guys that used it, GG, that one's gone. Black Widow, though, will be joining Wolverine and Phoenix's team up, Primal Flame. And this is sick. We're getting kind of like an Ana from Overwatch in a sense, where you can heal with these Phoenix bullets your own allies at the cost of not being able to crit with these Phoenix bullets. And at any time, you can switch between normal Black Widow sniper bullets or these Phoenix bullets that have different effects. So pretty cool. I think that's going to be somewhat exciting. Now, I did, of course, say up above that Magneto does have a con of getting that brand new team up with Gambit, and he will be removed from Mental Projection, the great goated team up with Emma and Psylocke. He'll be booted out of that trio, no longer going to have access to those Echo projections. I love this team up. Sad about it. Makes sense, though, and I'm sure that just means this new team up is going to be popping. But on top of that, Hawkeye will be removed from Chilling Assault. So it wasn't used all the time, but it was kind of crazy when it came out, and you could block portals at the beginning of maps and things like that. But he won't be there any longer. He has that new Katana Slash, so that will be kind of his new team up. And those are the main changes of what is in the game and out of it. So that is all the changes in the team up department. All right, guys, moving right along, we have what is typically one of my favorite parts of the video, and that is the teased balance changes. This dramatically changes the meta and just the feel of Rivals in Season 5. We get some pretty big stuff here. So, first of all, guys, the Vanguards are getting changed somewhat massively. We have Penny Parker, The Thing, Hulk, and Captain America are the ones that are mentioned that are going to all get buffs in some regard to kind of help out the team. They gave a couple examples. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. And again, we don't know if these are going to be paired with buffs or nerfs, but we'll have to see. Captain America, though, and his ultimate will now help others charge their ultimates faster. So that's crazy. On top of that, Penny and her webs are going to now heal allies. And so just things like this, they're trying to add to the Vanguard role to give them more than just the pressure and the wall support. I don't know. This, to me, seems absolutely wild, but I think some of this will make more sense as we see the balance notes. Now, wouldn't it be a Rivals patch if they didn't just, hyper boost two heroes that a lot of people hate playing against? And, well, we got it. We have Wolverine and Spider-Man both being teased with a little bit of a buff. Wolverine is going to get a splash up in his damage against Vanguards, or at least his slice and dice, so probably his percent damage is going to be boosted up, which I think is warranted. First of all, we have, Rogue and Gambit. It's X-Men season. He's out of the meta right now. Iron Fist is doing a better job at his role, if you will. And so I do think this is a good time for Wolverine to get a buff. Spider-Man, though, yeah, I think Necros, I don't know, is playing too much Daredevil over Peter Parker. So they're going to be buffing him up, making his combos feel smoother and everything just a bit better is what they said. So we will see the notes broken down there. And that's kind of it in the duelist front. As far as strategist, they did say Loki is going to get boosted up in the role to make him more competitive after him getting a bunch of nerfs. And then Cloak and Dagger are going to have their survivability boosted up a tad. So little teases. I expect there to be a pretty big boost in a lot of heroes and nerfs on both sides. So again, if you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe down below. We're going to be doing our fresh reactions as soon as those notes drop. Guys, I got to apologize. I know I just sound like a damn dying horse over here. We're almost done, though. Let's wrap this up. All right, guys, next up, competitive mode is getting a glow up. No longer are you going to start at a fixed rank depending on where you ended the last season at. We now have placement matches coming to Rivals. Blows my mind how fast they get this stuff out there. You guys wanted it, though. They delivered. You'll be playing 10 different matches, and depending on how you do in those 10 matches, you'll be placed in a rank accordingly. Now, they did break it down a little bit. They're going to look at your season 0 through 3 highest rank, combine where you finished last season to give you a little bit of a baseline. And then depending if you win more games, you're going to get closer to that baseline. If you win all your games, you can even go above it. So that's how it's going to work in a nutshell. But I think overall, this is going to be a much better experience once things kind of even out and people get in their placement matches and end up where they're supposed to end up. In addition to this, team queue sizes will be changing. So if you and your bros want to play anything below Grandmasters, so if you guys, aren't crazy, sweaty at the game, 2, 3, 4, and 6 stacks will be available to play in Rivals Competitive yet again. If you're Celestial and above, you could be in duos, I believe still is all they're going to be having for that. So placement matches are coming. You've got a limited, if you're still in placements, I think you only can have 3 people stacked in a queue. If somebody is a Celestial and you haven't placed yet, you can have a duo. Things like that. That's how the limitations are going to work. And then also because of this, the way they give out rank rewards are not going to be all, split in 2. It's going to be all in one kind of package you get for the given rank that you're in at the half season mark. Next up, guys, we have the anniversary update, which will hit later in November. Of course, the first week of December is when this game came out. Crazy to think it's been a year and that this channel has been going on that long as well. Want to give you guys a thank you, those that have subscribed all the way back, or quite literally right now you click the subscribe button because you're goated. Just thank you guys for watching the channel this long, and just I'm excited for 2026. It is going to be a booming. Now, to celebrate this, guys, everybody's going to get 2,500 units and a free legendary Jeff skin. They know how to make the people happy. We get businessman Jeff over here, so definitely some good stuff, alongside a bunch of skins that are kind of from fan suggested or community inspired skins or costumes is what they're saying, on top of some birthday inspired skins. You've got Venom as like a cupcake, and Luna and Psylocke. Really cool stuff here. This is all going to be coming in the anniversary event. Plus, this Saturday, there's a big event in Burbank I'll be hosting, so I'll see you guys there if you're going to be at that. But other than that, there's going to probably be other little surprises and things, so keep your eyes peeled. Last but not least, guys, we have everything else, and not too much in this section this time, but they did talk about a couple things. First and foremost, PvE. They noticed how much you guys love Zombies mode and how much it was just a strain to put this mode together in 6 months. They recognize there's, only one map. They want more heroes. They want to be able to make this thing absolutely polished, but the good news is they hear you guys loud and clear. PvE is going to be a big focus in 2026, so they're going to be bringing more of this, which I think is awesome. If you haven't played the mode, jump in. It got extended. It's a super fun way to play the game, and so we will be getting more of that. They did recognize that, so look out. Stay tuned for whatever announcements might come on that. We also have new accessories that, we get our first kind of look of Drax inside the Rivals universe, and Scott Summers once again in his Cyclops attire. So cool to see little teases up to when eventually we might get Cyclops in the game. And then they also talk about cross progression and college skins. If you're a college kid, go get the free skins. That's the most of it, guys. So in a long 18-minute video, that's all of it. I'm barely standing, can barely see straight if I'm being honest, but we got a lot of videos coming your way. For all the Season 5 stuff, it should be just rocking out today. So again, stay tuned and subscribe if you have it with alerts on to get the video news, but also just come back like a ton because there's going to be a lot of videos today and moving forward. And then for those that are asking where the content is, my casting, my hosting for 2025, now that Grand Finals is kind of sunset, has ended for a little bit. So we are back. We got tier lists. We've got the best and worst heroes. We have a bunch of stuff coming. All the classic videos that you guys love all year long will be hitting hard in November and December. Appreciate you guys sticking with my awful sounding voice and just hanging out. Season 5 gonna be a banger, guys. Let me know down below what you're most excited for, and until the next one, happy rifle.